Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
The coronavirus crisis hitting Michigan especially hard.
We have reached a pivotal time in the state when it comes to the COVID-19 outbreak. We are seeing exponential growth in cases, primarily in southeastern Michigan.
Governor Whitmer has a big request for the president this afternoon.
Today, I sent a request to the president.
And the coronavirus impact on the economy. We've seen the markets, and now we're learning just how many people are out of work. Governor Whitmer, in fact, just addressed the state as big developments are unfolding here in Michigan and around the country. The governor says she requested a major disaster declaration from FEMA for the state of Michigan that could provide meals, rental help, and counseling. At the last update, there were 2,094 confirmed cases in Michigan with 43 deaths. It comes as unemployment claims soar across the country, shattering the previous record, which was set back in the 1980s. But a relief package is making its way through Congress, and it looks likely to pass tomorrow. Let's go ahead and start here at noon with our Rod Maloney. And Rod, I know you were following the governor's announcements today, and what are some of the key takeaways for folks?
Well, the key takeaway, of course, is what you just talked about, which is the emergency disaster declaration that she's seeking from the federal government to get some more federal dollars in to get, in particular, PPE, the gowns and so forth for hospital employees and the like. Although it is a situation where a number of states have already had the declaration made, and it required the governor to make the request. So now she's at least made that request, and so now we'll find out how that goes in the days to come. In the meantime, she said she's also working on the school year disposition. A lot of parents concerned with the kids at home right now, what's going to happen with the schools and the education and how they're going to count this semester for the children. And then finally, she put out a real request because she's saying we don't have enough of that PPE, the N95 masks and the like. And so she was asking for people to donate to the state to anything that they have that can be used by doctors. And she also talked about the fact that the state itself is scrambling and having to negotiate with with companies against other states to try and get some of this in.
When the national stockpile is not able to meet our needs, and we are told to go find it on our own, we have to become a procurement agency unlike any that's ever been created. We know that of the contracts that we've been able to secure, we're lucky, we're ahead of where a lot of other states are. And Governor Pritzker in Illinois said, you know, we're bidding against one another, that this is the Wild West, I think is how he phrased it. The fact of the matter is, we as Americans shouldn't be bidding against one another. We should be able to harness the federal power to ensure that everyone's got what they need.
Now, one other thing that the governor discussed at great length is the whole notion of what is the reasoning and what is the power behind the stay-at-home order. And a lot of questions surrounding what is essential, what isn't essential. And she clarified that today by saying that the order isn't a request and that essential services means life-sustaining businesses, and if your business doesn't do that, then that's the guideline that you should be following to be staying at home. So that's what the governor had to say. There is certainly much more. We'll have more on that coming up on Local 4 News at 5 and 6. Reporting live in Dearborn, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Yeah, she was very clear in making that distinction. Thank you so much, Rod. Some Ford employees may be going back to work here shortly. Today, the automaker said it's hoping to restart production at its Dearborn truck plant, Dearborn stamping plant, diversified manufacturing plant, and also portions of its Sterling Heights plant coming up on April 14th. The UAW says it's reviewing that announcement with concern as well as caution, saying the health and safety of members is the top priority. The coronavirus pandemic leaving its mark on jobs as unemployment claims are on the rise. More than 3 million Americans applied for unemployment benefits. That was last week. The massive spike in new jobless claims comes as nationwide lockdowns to halt the spread of the coronavirus have kept Americans from their jobs. Some experts say today's numbers only reflect the tip of the iceberg and expect jobless claims really to increase over the coming weeks. A bit of relief is expected for millions of Americans. Congress pushing through that massive $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus package. It passed unanimously in the Senate overnight, and now it's moving on to the House. Workers are expected to get checks in weeks, part of the plan to try to get the country back up and running again. Tom Costello breaks down what this will mean for you.
The largest economic rescue package in U.S. history is one step closer to delivering a desperately needed financial injection to both American workers and businesses devastated by the coronavirus crisis.
On this vote, the yeas are 96, the nays are 0.
The Senate unanimously passing its version of the bill overnight.
I'm proud to announce tonight not a single senator voted against this $2 trillion rescue bill.
The measure includes forgivable loans for small businesses that would allow them to maintain workforces and cover other expenses like rent and utilities. $500 billion has been earmarked to help big businesses that have been crippled, like the airline industry.
We need to get this money into the American economy and American workers.
Ordinary Americans also getting help. Direct cash payments will be made to individuals making less than $99,000 a year and couples earning less than $198,000.
So how quickly would you see the money in your account? Well, the House has to pass this bill. Then it goes to the president for his signature. It will probably take a few weeks. If you have direct deposit, the IRS will put the money directly into your bank account if they have that information on file. If not, it could take a few weeks or even months to receive a check. I'm Tom Costello in Washington. Back to you.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says the economic relief bill will pass the House tomorrow with strong bipartisan support. Now here's a look at where things stand on Wall Street right now. Stocks surged for a third straight day despite the unemployment numbers. The Dow jumped more than 1,100 points and the S&P and NASDAQ are both up. The Dow is headed for a 3-day winning streak. A revised food distribution plan for students in the Detroit Public Schools Community District is going into effect today. It's designed to provide the food while protecting school employees under the shelter-in-place mandate. It starts today and it will be in effect every Monday and Thursday from 8 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. On Mondays, students can pick up 3 pre-cooked breakfasts and 3 pre-cooked lunches as well. And then on Thursdays, 4 pre-cooked breakfasts and lunches will be available. There are 17 schools across the city which are designated as those pickup sites. We have a list of all those locations for you on our website, clickondetroit.com. Coronavirus has led to more incidents around the country involving racism in Asian Americans. Attorney General Dana Nessel and other local leaders teamed up this morning to speak out against hate and ignorance.
I'm urging my fellow Michiganders to not discriminate, attack, or promote hate because of the coronavirus. The virus is a virus. It does not have a race or ethnicity.
As neighbors, we should be having conversations on how to best support our Chinese American and other Asian American friends. We should speak up if we hear racist rhetoric. We should contradict if someone refers to this as the Wuhan virus. We need to be partners and we need to intervene in and report discrimination.
And we do want to mention that no hate crimes have been reported here locally. Nessel did launch a hate crimes unit a year ago. Taking our first look at the forecast on this Thursday, Brandon, as we've been showing you, has been practicing social distancing, and he's live near his home in his neighborhood, and things are looking pretty good out there, Brandon.
Looking good, sounding good. We've got all kinds of birds in the neighborhood, activated and loving it. I think we're going to exceed expectations. And can I say that this is my inaugural live shot, self-operated, so extreme social distancing. I fired up the live shot all by myself. It wasn't difficult. If you know me, you know that's true. But anyway, we are doing everything we can, obviously, to stay home and stay safe. And our thoughts and prayers with our Evrod Kasmi and everybody else dealing with this. We need to send it back to you, Sandra, as we will be tracking a little bit of wet weather later in the day, but we could hit 60 before that, and we'll time the rain for later today and Saturday, all coming up live from Grosse Pointe Woods.
We'll see you in a bit. Thank you, Brandon. This noon, we're learning when the next Summer Olympics may be held. The date's being floated now by officials, and things are being complicated by other big sporting events as well. Plus, as infections soar around the world, there's an urgent need for healthcare professionals right now. See how hospitals are trying to remedy that shortage.